Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Jeffrey Osei, and I've come to you once again. Over the few couple of days, I've realized that most of my subscribers are finding some difficulty in filling the application form on the University of Delaware application portal, and that is why I am here to guide you guys on how you can fill the application form correctly. So at the moment, if you are watching this video, I'll urge you to watch to the end. I have been able to secure 4 admissions for some of these applicants. How I wish I could have just showed you the admission letter coming from University of Delaware, but YouTube does not allow that, so I cannot do that. The best thing that I can help you with is to guide you, send you through the step-by-step procedure as to how you're going to fill each of the questionnaire that is available on the application portal. So at the moment, if you are listening to me, let's just bump into the application portal, then the rest can follow. In order to begin your application at the University of Delaware application portal, the first thing that you have to do is to visit the website. The website for the University of Delaware, the URL is www.udel.edu. Okay, then you can just hit your enter button where you'll be brought to the application page. Yes, so there's the application page of the University of Delaware. Okay, sorry, their homepage. Yes, there's a homepage of the University of Delaware. For the graduate applicants, you can see graduate programs over here. In my previous video, I've already enlightened you guys as to the available programs of study. For master's degree, I've highlighted so much on it. I've spoken so much about it and the documents that you'll be needing. So if you haven't watched my video, I would urge you to go back and watch that video. But for those who have watched my first video on the University of Delaware, in order to apply, you just have to come here, apply now, and you'll be brought to this page, applying to UD, where you can move down. You just have to apply as an international applicant, or you can just go straight away and click on your submit application button. This will open a new tab for you. Okay, you'll be brought to the application page, which says application management, returning users or first-time users. As I said earlier in my previous video, for those who applied in 2021, you are returning users. For those who have also started your application, you are also returning users. So you just have to log in and provide your details. But if you're a new applicant, if you are now about to start your application process, then you would have to click create an account. When you create your account, what you'll be doing is that you'll be providing your email. I've told you that before you start this master's degree applications or any other applications that you'll be doing for this year or the years to come, I urge you that you create a new Gmail address. Okay, don't use your personal email address. Yes, in fact, the new email that you'll be creating is a personal email account that you'll be using yourself. But then you are dedicating this new email solely for scholarship applications, so that you wouldn't be getting emails from these schools flooding into your personal email. You may lose track of what email is important and what is just for advertisement purpose. So for the purpose of being able to track your emails and being able to know that whatever mail that falls into this email is solely about your university applications, I urge you to create a new email. So over here, you'll be punching your email, and over here you provide your first name. Please use your actual name, the first name, the one that is available on your passport or on your certificate. Provide them here. Your last name will also come here. Then you come and input your date of birth from January to December. Which month were you born, the day in which you were born, then the year in which you were born. You just have to select it from here. Then you click on the continue button. Once you click on the continue button, a link will be sent into the email that you provided over here, where you will be required to type in a code that has been sent to this email. You will be brought back here, then you can type in that code, then you'll be sent into your application portal. So for the purpose of security, I would like to do that off cover, then we'll come back. You realize that I've been brought back into the application portal where we can just continue with our application. So from what you can read over here, it says a temporary pin has been sent to your email address. If you do not receive this message in the next few minutes, please check your junk mail folder. So I'll go into my email address, then I'll just type in the temporary password that they gave to me. So I'll just input those details, and that will help me log into the application portal straight away. I don't think I have to reveal that side of the information to you. So let's go straight to the application portal and let's begin with the explanation of each and every part of the application portal. Okay, so stay on and let's move. So ladies and gentlemen, at this stage I have been able to input my email and the other details. A temporary pin was sent into my email address, of which I copied and pasted it into this section, and I've been asked to create a new password. Your password should contain at least one letter, one capital letter, one number, and should be at least 12 characters, and you would have to type that new password over here. The one up there and the repeated password has to match, so that all this part will tick green. When it ticks green, then it means you are good to go. So you just set password, then that is it. So ladies and gentlemen, at this stage we are being asked to start our new application. You can just click on start new application. Then the first option will be select an application type. You're doing with graduate application, so you just select graduate application. You create your application. You also be asked to open your application, so it's saying in progress. The date in which you started the application will be showing over here, so you just have to open your application. The first stage of your application is the biographical information of the page. It says important, be sure to review deadlines using the important application deadlines button above before you begin to start the application. Please mind you, for those who are applying to the summer, to the spring, your deadlines are in December and March 2023. So this is the first one, or the information that you have on your bio page. The first thing that you'll be doing is the prefix. Please, the prefix is over here: Dr., Mr., Mrs., Miss, Mix. If you're a doctor, you state over there. If you are a married man or if you're a married woman, you state over there. If you are a Mr. or a Mrs., you state it over there. So if you are not married, you just state that you're a Mr. If you are not married, or if you are a female who is not married, you just state that you're a Mrs. If you are married, you choose any of these two, Mr. or Mrs. Okay. Then you can continue with your application by letting them know your permanent address. Please, if you are in Ghana, all that you have to do is to type Jane over here, then you go to the Republic of Ghana. If you are in Nigeria, all that you have to do is to look for Nigeria. Okay, Nigeria is over there. Any other country in which you are, all the countries of the world are represented in this section. So you just have to click on your drop down button, then you locate the country that you're coming from, then you choose. You need your street address, your city, the region where you come from. If you are from Nigeria, all the states of Nigeria will be displayed over here. As you can see, we have Delta, Osun, and so on. If you are from the Republic of Ghana, all the regions of Ghana. Now Ghana has 16 regions, but you only see 10 over here because Ghana used to have 10 regions. Okay, so this information will be displayed over here, and you can choose any that you want. Your mailing address, what mail do you want them to be sending your documents to, in case there would be any? Please, they wouldn't be sending any documents into your mail. Okay, everything will be done through your email. Everything is electronic these days. So your permanent address is over here, then your mailing address will also be over here. Then your current email address is also seen over here with the person that I am working for. The person's email is displayed over there, but I'll have to block that because of security reasons. Then telephone numbers, daytime, evening, mobile. For some reasons, if they intend to call you to find out more, they will be calling you using your mobile phones. But I wonder which university will be calling you. They wouldn't do that, okay? But you would have to provide your cell phone numbers or your telephone numbers. This is just for formality. Please, when you are doing that, first type in your country code. For Ghanaians, your country code is +233. I don't know of the country that you are coming from. Others have theirs as +234 and so on and so forth. So make sure you know the country code or the mobile code of the country that you are coming from. And in all three, make sure that you type the country code first before you include the actual number. The next one that you'll be dealing with is your sex, okay? Whether you identify yourself as a female or a male. Then you come back to your date of birth, which is over here. For the birth country, you would have to choose the country where you were born by going the same way as you were selecting the country where you come from. Okay, so you select your birth country, you select the city. The city you didn't have to select, you just have to type in your city and you select your birth state. Okay, so for Ghanaians, you only have to look for Ghana, then your birth city you just have to type in, and your birth region you just have to type in, then you go on like that. As simple as that. Okay, the next step of your application, you will be required to provide information on the program of study that you intend to choose. All the program of studies for master degree programs have been listed over here, and with this I made them available to you in my previous videos, all the programs that they offer. So please, as you can see over here, all the masters and PhD programs, masters programs, I think some of the bachelor programs are even available over here. You just have to locate your program of study and choose it. All that you have to do is to locate the program of study that you intend to choose and choose it. So for those who want to be doing the education programs, you can see the education programs listed over here, as many of them as there are. You can scroll down, keep scrolling down. There are lots of programs, lots and lots and lots of them. You realize that for master's degree and professor's high degree programs, the doctorate degree programs, there are so many of them. University of Delaware offers a wide range of these programs, so you can just choose any of them. Then you continue with your application. Guys, we are on the third stage of the application, and here you will be asked about the term details that you want to choose. It says, if no term appears above, check the program application deadline here to request an unsubmitted application be moved to another academic year. So the graduate admissions email has been provided over here. Do you want to enroll as full-time or part-time? Please, let me give you this advice. Those who choose part-time programs, there is no way you'll be getting a visa to the United States. If you want your visa to be granted to the United States, you would have to choose a full-time program. If you are thinking of enrolling on a part-time program, thinking that you'll be getting some time to go and work, please, no embassy will grant you a visa to study in the United States on a part-time university program. If you know what is good, choose a full-time program. Thank you. Let's move on to the college education history. With the college education history, you are supposed to provide details on any university or any college that you have attended that is in line with the program that you're choosing. Okay, so over here it says that beginning with your most recent one, add each institution where you have completed coursework after high school and a degree or studied for 1 semester or and 12 or more hours of credit, or 2 classes that relate to your graduate study interest. So over here you should start from the very recent one. If you've been to 2 universities already, the last university that you attended followed by the previous one. Please, you are not supposed to include any details of the high school that you attended. Please, that is not what you'll be needing to fill your application over here. So you'll be asked to add the details here. Add institution. When you add the institution, you'll be brought to this page, and they will require you to type the name of the institution that you attended, state the country in which we can find the institution, the city, the state, Okay, the date in which you attended, that is the month first, then the year, to which year did you actually complete your program. So the month here and that one to the year here. And what level of study? Were you an undergraduate or you were a graduate student? And just put those information there and put save over there. But before that, the unofficial transcript that you received from this university, you would have to provide it, please. It should be in PDF format. Although they're saying PDF or scan pages, I recommend that even after scanning them, you put them in PDF format. When you do not find your university there, in fact, when you are punching in the information over here, I will urge you to first choose your country. After choosing your country, then you come and type in the institution that you attended. You come and type in the city in which the institution can be found, the state in which the institution can be found, the date that you attended, and so on and so forth. If you do not find your institution over here, then it's saying that only if the school does not appear in the suggestion list, then you would have to type the full name, city, state, and zip code institution not found in the suggested list. So you keep adding and adding and adding institutions until you are done with all. Please, if you have attended even 5 universities, put the details of all your schools that you have attended here. Okay, don't miss any of them. So without much ado, let's move on to the very next page, which but before that, for those who have attended universities that do not use the 4.0 grading scale, you are supposed to state your honors that you receive from this university and academic membership and publication. Please, this is not so much important, okay? But if you attended a university that does not use the 4.0 grading scale, you know, for most universities in Ghana, Nigeria, and I think in some part of India, we use the 4.0 grading scale. So you just have to input the details over there. Let's move on to the very next segment of our application process, which deals with our employment history. We are on employment history. The first question that is being asked over here is that how much post undergraduate work experience do you have? So after you completed your university education, for how many years have you been working? Have you been working for 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, 6 years? Please, whatever number of years that you put into this box, that number of years should also reflect on your resume or your curriculum vitae. Okay, after putting in that number over here, you would also be asked to upload your curriculum vitae. Please make sure that you do this in a PDF format. Put it in a PDF, please. And over here, you realize that you'll be required to add any employer that you've worked with. So the name of the organization where you worked, the country, you just have to click over here, then you start choosing the city in which the organization can be located, the state in which the organization can be located, the telephone number, the date of employment, from which month of which year to which month of which year. Okay, so you just have to be providing those information and the position that you were holding in that specific institution. Every employment history that you have on your resume should be uploaded over here. Now there are 2 ways of doing this. You can either be filling these details over here, or you can just go simply by loading your resume. I would advise, please do both. Okay, I will urge you to do both. Fill the employment history using this add employer section, and also upload your resume to be on the safer side. Let's get on to the funding. This is one of the most important sections of every foreign school application. Funding. Every university that you'll be applying to would like to know how you'll be funding your education, whether or not they provide you some financial aid. Over here, the University of Delaware would like to know, it says, do you wish to be considered for a teaching assistantship, research assistantship, or fellowship if your program offers them, I would advise that you choose yes. Who wouldn't like to be offered that? Because once they offer you this opportunity, you'll be getting some monies that you can be able to use it to cater for some part of your tuition and some other expenses. It also says over here that, do you wish to be considered for admission if department funding is not available? Yes, choose yes, because aside the funding that can be provided to you, the student, through this teaching assistantship or research assistantship, there are several other organizations in the United States that can loan you an amount of money for you to just use it to complete your education, and you can pay afterwards, or even as you are learning over there, you can be working as a part-time student. When you are on the F1 or J1 visa as a student, you'll be given an opportunity to be working in the United States, so you can be using some of these fundings to just be paying for those loans. So if your program of study or your department does not offer these funding opportunities, yes, still tell them that you wish to be considered. Okay, let them know that you wish to be considered. It says, if you have received a financial award from an external non-UD, it means non-University of Delaware funding source for this program, please select or name it below. So for those who are on government scholarships and other foreign scholarships such as Erasmus Mundus, other government scholarship, Fulbright scholarship, fellowship, exchange agreement, and so on, you would have to provide it over here. If you are on any of these scholarships, you would have to provide that over here. Then that will end your application on the funding side. Okay guys, this is the 7th stage of the application process. You just have to provide additional relevant experience that you are having. Please, this is something that they need to know about you, something that you have done that is not actually related to the program of study that you are choosing, but then you've done it and you have some experience about it. So they have given you a minimum and maximum words that you can punch in. Okay, so it says between 250 to 300 words. You have to tell them what additional experience that you have. Have you been part of any community involvement and or service? Have you been in any leadership position? What kind of leadership position is it? What do you do, or what did you do? What were your achievements? What were your setbacks? Just 300 words, okay? This wouldn't even be half a page. 300 words is too small. So we are done with the additional relevant experience section. Let us move on to the next one, disciplinary history. So there's a next stage of our application, the disciplinary history. You know, every school would like to know what kind of student that they are admitting into their school. So as a result, they would like to know your criminal records, or if you have any history of indisciplinary issues in your previous institutions or even in your country. So the first question will have to be, have you ever been found responsible for a disciplinary violation at any educational institution you have attended from 9th grade forward, whether related to academic misconduct or behavioral misconduct that resulted in a disciplinary action? If your answer to this question is yes, please indicate that it's a yes, and if your answer is a no, indicate that it's a no. Have you ever been adjudicated guilty or convicted of a misdemeanor, felony, or other crime? So the first one has to do with your behavior in your educational institution, I mean the past ones. The other one has to do with the country in which you are. Have you been found guilty of any crime? Remember, if you lie over here, in the course of processing your application, when you are applying for a visa, they will ask you to go for a police report. If you have ever been found guilty of any crime, just input yes. Another dialog box will open where you'll be given the chance to explain why that happened, because not all of these cases are really so bad. Some happen due to some difficult circumstances, and you would be given the chance to explain that. If the admission board finds it proper enough to give you admission, they will. Okay, so that is all about the disciplinary history page. Okay, The details of the signature page is very simple. They just need to be sure that whatever information that you have provided throughout your journey in this application portal, are they really true? And you have to indicate that whatever information that you've provided is true by putting in or typing your legal name over here. So you type your name in full. Please don't just type your first name or your last name. Type your name in full and click on the continue button. Okay, as simple as that. After filling all the details that I've spoken about, from the home page to the biographical information page up to this last page, what you'll be asked is to sign, which we've already done by inputting our name. Then we'll be asked to review the application. Please, if you see any part marked red, it means you haven't completed an important information that you have to complete. So you just have to click on this, the red section, then it will take you back to that page so that you can input that relevant information. Because of this tutorial, I did not include any name, neither did I include any details. So as you can see over here, all the parts has been marked red. It means I have to go back and do all that. But right after this page, you'll be brought to another page where you'll be asked to provide your application waiver code, or you'll be asked to pay your $75 application. I have made the application waiver code available in another video. You just have to check that video, copy the application waiver code, then you just type it into the application waiver code section. Then your application will be waived. As simple as that. Then you'll be done with your application to the University of Delaware. It's very simple. It doesn't demand any serious or special thing. It's just so normal like all other university applications, because nowadays most of the universities in the United States are using the common application, and the common application is what we have seen. Okay, most schools like Michigan also follow this same procedure for their application. So it's similar with so many of the universities in the United States. So if you have done the right thing, know that be confident enough that you should be getting your application, and you also have to remain positive about it. Okay, so without much ado, I say that this is the end. As I said earlier, I'm Jeffrey Osei. Do well to subscribe to my channel. I'll be bringing you another university that has an application waiver code, and I'll also show you the details concerning the documents that you need to be using to apply to this university. So please subscribe to my channel. Make sure that whatever videos that I'm uploading, you are watching it to the end. I've realized that some people just watch part of the video. Yes, I know I'm uploading videos that are too long, 16 minutes, 24 minutes, but then the details are very relevant, and that is why the videos are that long. So do well to watch the videos and make sure that you also complete your application. Until we meet again, I will say goodbye and thank you very much. What I always say at the end of my video is that protect yourself. Okay, make sure you stay safe. Bye bye.